Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Madison, and today I figured we would go back in time just a little bit to do a quick little story time for our weekend getaway over at Sugar Mountain. Because quite frankly, it was a train wreck, but it was hilarious at the same time. So this past weekend for Sam's birthday, sort of Sam's birthday, we did a friend's getaway over to Sugar Mountain to go snowboarding. Sam hasn't been in 2 years, and I haven't been in since a year. So it's the first time in over at least a year, 2 years that we've been on a mountain whatsoever, and or let's just say have packed for a snowboard trip. So we drive all the way to Sugar Mountain, which is about normally almost 5 hours from us. It took us double. Thank you, Atlanta traffic. You are the worst thing I've ever encountered in my entire time of traveling, and just pretty much my entire life. Truly, there is nothing like Atlanta traffic. But that's besides the point, other than the fact that there is no footage from that Friday when we arrived because we got in at 11. We were trying to get onto the mountain and have breakfast early the next day. So we get all the way to Sugar Mountain. I've managed to pack everything that I need for a snowboard trip, but we realized once we get there that Sam does not have his snowboard pants, which arguably is probably one of the most important things when you are going snowboarding, because if you fall, your butt's gonna get soaked, and or it just hurts half the time because usually it's relatively icy. But we get all the way up to Sugar Mountain, day of. We know that he doesn't have his pants, and so he's in sweatpants. I'm just in like some very, very thin leggings. Like if I bend over, you could feel the air pretty much, is what I have on, because I'm gonna put my snowboard pants on top, of course. I almost always keep my snowboard pants in my snowboard bag, so I didn't think to look for it at all. We get over to Sugar Mountain only for me to realize that I also do not have snowboard pants, which means I will be snowboarding in like slushy, snowy, icy conditions in the thinnest leggings known to man. I might as well have just had on like a bikini like some of those girls do that you see out west, because it felt like absolutely nothing. My only saving grace for this whole day was the fact that it was a high of like 51 at the base, and then I think maybe 47 at the top of the mountain, which means it wasn't that cold, thankfully. So we just go on about our day, go on the lifts, yada yada. Probably put those clips in here. But at this point, we're going good. I'm feeling super comfortable, surprisingly. Haven't fallen once. We're probably about 4-ish hours in at this point, maybe 3. But either way, we're about 3 hours in. Someone, I think, clips me from behind from what Sam and everybody else tells me. So I go spinning around on the snowboard and fall on my butt. First time getting soaked. Leggings absolutely soaked. All because this guy does not know how to stop going down the mountain. So, get all the way down after we all get up after this crash, only for me to realize that I'm pretty sure my butt is just absolutely raw at this point. Thankfully, with how fast we were going down the mountain, my pants dried within maybe the 2 minutes that the run was. So that was the saving grace. We continue on and on, only for me to find out later when we get home that day that because I had nothing on whatsoever, I have absolutely just wrecked my skin. So, for any of you guys out there that think that you're gonna go snowboarding in just like leggings, if you've never gone before or if it's been a long time, maybe just consider renting a snowsuit or one of the jumper suits that they have there. That way you have something to protect you. But anyways, I figured I'd give you that little bit of a story time because I thought it was absolutely hilarious that not only did Sam forget his pants, but I managed to get all the way to Sugar Mountain and realize that my snowboard pants were not in my snowboard bag. They were in fact back at our Airbnb, just in the backpack that I brought for work stuff, because I guess I just snuck them in there last minute. So we both snowboarded without any kind of ski gear whatsoever. However, I will say it was actually a hilarious experience, and it's something that I'll probably remember for a long time. But all in all, this weekend was absolutely so much fun. Us and a good friend went snowboarding and just got to spend a lot of quality time at the cabin, which is mostly why there's not that much footage. So more than likely at this point, I will have overlaid everything from this weekend over this clip. But I just figured I'd give you guys a little story time because I thought it was absolutely hilarious. And I think y'all would get a kick out of it because I did too. But with that being said, I'm gonna leave you guys to keep on watching the rest of the video, and I'll see you guys again here soon. Alright, about to go down a ladder. Let's see how this goes. Alright, good morning guys. I don't know if I ever properly started this vlog off, but we are doing a weekend trip with friends. However, it is now the end of the weekend. We went over to Sugar Mountain. Sorry, I always want to think Perfect North, which is where we used to go skiing and snowboarding. Obviously, we're not in Kentucky anymore. We're actually in North Carolina for this. But we rented a gorgeous little Airbnb for the weekend, and we've been here really just a sleepover on Friday night, and then yesterday we went skiing, and then now it's Sunday. We're gonna go have breakfast at a cute little mom and pop restaurant, hopefully, and then probably head home. So, gonna go have breakfast. Once they're gone at the slopes, I'll give you guys a little cute Airbnb tour before we check out. There for a second. It's so cute.
Of course, do you want some whipped cream on that?
They did. Here's your coffee. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but we actually have some smoke flurries blowing on it. Also, look at this crazy view. It is so pretty. Hold on. Whew, there it is. Also, can I just say the fact that there are trees growing through the rocks? That is so crazy to me. Alright guys, before we wrap up our little weekend trip up to Sugar Mountain, I figured I would give you guys that cabin tour of the Airbnb we stayed at before we leave. So, I'm going to flip you guys around and get started. Alright, so when you come in, this would be your view. You'd see up the staircase and up to the loft. There is all kinds of games and things up there, and then another guest bedroom down there. And then for the main living area, you come in and you see it's decorated very cutely, I would say, for the Christmas season, might I add. And have a lovely kitchen, and then here is your living area. Quite cozy for the most part. The fireplace was absolutely amazing. That fire got so hot, and after a long day on the slopes, very comforting to come back to. And yes, it's January and they still have their Christmas tree up, so you know, we could be friends. But this is seriously so cute, so cozy. And then they actually already had the dining room table set and everything. I think the family that lives here, that rents this out, actually comes fairly often because they actually have an office set up for themselves as well. And I do love that they were incredibly dog friendly. They had a kennel in case you needed it. I think there were previously dog treats in there for some people, a leash, all kinds of things. And then out of this back window, I'm going to try and show you guys that yes, it is snowing, but we also have the cabin next door and this beautiful little lake that you can oversee. A lot of people said that they saw some foxes and a bunch of deer, so maybe if you were here longer, you might be able to see it if people weren't so rowdy. The house over here, that's to the left, had a bunch of college boys acting like nut jobs, so they were screaming their heads off all night, but that's fine. I'm happy they had fun. Hi, baby. Hi. There's Bill Bear. He had a good old time. Happy to see the mountains. And then there's your kitchen. It did come rather stocked, so that was very nice. And I'll take you guys to our bedroom before we take it apart. We didn't make the bed because they said not to, so here's a cute little cabin. I mean, it's cabin, our cute little bedroom. It's everything you could really ask for. The bed was relatively comfy. And yet again, very much cabin mountain themed. And I'll take you guys upstairs real quick. And that will be the end of the tour. So, take you guys upstairs to that loft I told you about. So this is a pool table, air hockey table, and ping pong. So if you have a big group of friends, I'm sure this would be really fun. We never got around to setting up the net, so we never ended up playing or anything. But if you had a bigger group, I think this pulls out into a bed. The one downstairs pulls out into a bed. Clearly someone else that had a dog, I guess, has been here because that couch is torn to pieces. And then if you come over here, this is where our friends were staying, so I'm not going to go too much into their area. But bathroom, shower, and then another very cozy little bedroom up here. But that is it. I'll show you guys what it looks like from above, and that'll be the end of our cabin tour. It's a nice little overlook though. There, no. Can you guys see the snow coming down? Hey. Our cute little cabin. Sorry, you can probably hear the boys in the background, but you were a good one. You guys see the snow? You definitely can see the snow. So, taking the hooligans on a quick walk. And then we are hitting the road home. So, gonna wrap up this video. Maybe I'll show you guys some very beautiful clips of the car ride home. We drove up and it was completely dark, so have no idea what it looked like when we drove in. But I'm assuming driving through the mountains is gonna be absolutely gorgeous. So keep you guys updated on that. But that is the end of this trip. Thank you guys so much for watching if you made it to the end of this video. If so, maybe consider liking and subscribing down below. And I'll see you guys here soon in another video. Bye guys. Oh, this makes me so happy. Well, I guess I should have given you guys a tour of the outside real quick, but here's the hot tub. They have a little fire pit down here, and then put you guys around, and there's some rockers. Bye!